in Hastings. I didn't read that right, but whatever. Represented by land use attorney Ellen Avery-Smith, 207 Donuts LLC.
Oh.
Led by John Griffey, is in the middle of the approval process for the restaurant with a drive-thru at the corner of State Road 207 and South Main Street.
Wow.
That's good. This must be the Business Journal that wrote this story.
Okay.
Lots of facts in here, which I appreciate.
Yeah, and simple.
Simple, straight to the point. Here's who owns the property, all that stuff. The Griffeys operate more than a dozen Dunkin' stores in St. Johns County.
Cool.
Wonder if it's Ken Griffey in the fam.
Oh.
Probably not. On Tuesday, the owner received permission from county commissioners for the vacation of a portion of an unopened 16-foot wide alley, a right-of-way between State Road 207 and West Vivian Drive to the south. The project also will go to the Planning and Zoning Agency today, it seems like. I think that's today. The issue before the board is the applicant is asking for an order box to be allowed.
Oh, like
Which
when
I
you're in the
think is the
drive-thru.
drive-thru,
Yeah.
The applicant is also asking for a 10-foot landscaped buffer along the western boundary of the property in lieu of the required 20-foot buffer. If approved and built, it would be another new business for Hastings, a big business for Hastings, which has seen significant growth in the recent years, particularly due to the work of Hastings Main Street. Jenna and the Peeps doing a lot of work. A nonprofit aimed at promoting the economic development in the now unincorporated town. The organization received a Main Street designation from the state last year to help with development. And in November of 2024, St. Johns County announced a $21 million plan to develop a regional workforce development education campus in Hastings.
Wow.
Yeah. So there you go. Dunkin' Donuts. That's a pretty big deal for Hastings. It's like when we got our first Chili's.
I find it interesting. Does it fit the aesthetic of what they're going for on Hastings Main Street? I mean, I know they're my friends, but I got to ask that question.
Well, there's so many people that travel from Putnam to St. Johns County, and they got the one near 95. So, I mean, I think it's going to get a lot of drive-by traffic. I don't know if there's still enough population in Hastings to support it on its own, but I think it's...
I mean, they have Hastings Coffee that just opened up, and, you know, they also have Jupiter Cafe, and they've got a bunch of things there. That's, you know, chocolates, all those things.
Yeah.
So
And I think these are more for the drive-by people. I think those are more for the locals, what you're talking about. It's usually the way that plays out. But, you know, if you got that Dunkin' app and you're on the way by, you're like, okay, I'll just swing by. I'll put it in on, you know, leaving Palatka and coming this way, or, you know, whatever. That way you can just do that drive-through. You know, I think that's why the drive-through is so important to them. So, it's good. It's good for Hastings because it does bring commercial tax to that area, and I think they do have a CRA out there. So those taxes have to stay within that area for their redevelopment.
And a stable business that I think they can kind of count on being there through thick and thin. I mean, they've got some money to weather some storms and stay around.
Yeah, if they're putting this kind of money in it, they're in it for the long haul.
Yeah. I think it's a good thing for Hastings.
Yeah. So
there you go, Hastings. You're getting a Dunkin' soon.
Yeah. And I apologize if that offended the coffee shops you're talking about, but I think
I'm just worried about them. One coffee sale away from them, you know, losing a business. I worry about local businesses. I mean, God bless, you know, if this is what everybody wants. But
I think this is for the guys doing 45 miles an hour, not the ones that are sitting there and wanting that coffee shop
like
experience.
the community experience. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We got some Gas Buddy